Welcome to a video where I talk about motion picture soundtracks for movies. The very first one I'm going to be doing one for is none other than the 2017 remake. Now, this is going to be somewhat of a challenge because all of these videos will be unscripted. And I usually go by scripts, so this will be somewhat different. But I thought I'd showcase the packaging and talk about the movie for a little bit and discuss mostly how the music makes me feel, because music in movies always has this persuading, moving aspect to me. I love music in movies, so it's only fitting that I do a series like this. I've been planning on something like this for a while, so here we go. Now, when It came out, the movie It, I wasn't quite sure how I felt. I thought I was going to be ultra terrified, too scared to go to sleep in the dark, and I wasn't. I was scared in some scenes, but nothing to the level of, like, childhood fears coming back out of nowhere. It was pretty scary. So, it's been since it's came out, I've reevaluated the movie, and while it's not the most terrifying movie ever made, I still think it is worth more points than what I originally was going to give it. And I'm not going to spoil what that is because I'm waiting to review all of the It-related stuff, like the Part 1, Part 2, and of the remake, and Part 1, Part 2 of the original movie series and the book, when the second part of the remake comes out. So, with that in mind, one of the things that really made me want to give this movie more points was the motion picture soundtrack. Now, I love it. Benjamin Wallfisch does a great job making you feel like a kid again. In some scenes, it feels like I'm watching a movie that is whimsical, magical, light, delightful, and when he needs to be scary, holy shit, does it deliver. Especially when that bass stinger goes. I was like, the whole theater shook, and I was shaking. It was like, holy shit, he knows they're there, or whatever. It was terrifying. And I remember just being thrilled just by that one stinger. Holy fuck. And luckily that's on here. The CD is pretty expensive too. I got it when it first came out. It has all the songs that are on the vinyl. And there's a lot of songs. This thing is over an hour long. Gotta say, the music is extraordinary. It has the right amount of harmony and horror. It's got all the right things to make. It's like, I swear, the motion picture soundtrack is just like Pennywise. He's trying to draw you in with that feeling of security and that you'll be safe with him. But at the turn of a dime, he can change. Just like the soundtrack. It can be all whimsical and lovely, and then, boom! A loud screeching sound effect or composed part of a song will just blare out. It's like a siren, and it's glorious. I can't think of all the tracks that are my favorite because the whole soundtrack is just amazing, but to name some, I love Every 27 Years, Paperboat, Beverly, and I have to listen to the whole soundtrack again, but I didn't have time to do that tonight. So, this is kind of a... Oh, one other track I love is Blood Oath. That's a great track. And so is Kiss. Oddly enough, the soundtrack ends with the epilogue, the Pennywise dance. So when he's dancing like a freak in that carnival show, it's in the soundtrack. So, yeah, this thing is jam-packed, too. Like, it's got a lot of stuff. Alright, so first up we have the CD, which is a 2-disc set. It's got this image right here with the Milky Imp when Henry's attacking Mike. Got that one CD right there. Then I have the vinyl for the soundtrack, which has this awesome gatefold, as well as the back. Hell yeah. No posters or anything, I wish it did, but oh well. Just look at that amazing artwork. That is a thing of beauty. So yeah, I think I talked enough about it here. Definitely listen to the soundtrack and give me your thoughts in the description below what you thought of the music and the 2017 remake of It, because I think it's worthy of talking about. Overall, I give the soundtrack for the It 2017 remake a 4.5 out of 5. Why not a 5 out of 5? Some songs do tend to be a little bit filler. Not entirely, but Lion Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Entertainment. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below, leave comments, and subscribe.